The more wrong you see, the more wrong you get. And I got lots of questions about this quote. And people told me, well, what about if you see something wrong? What, you are not going to fix it? Or so here is the law. The law is that you find only what you are looking for. If you see wrong, it means that you've been looking for wrong for quite a while. And the interesting thing is that the more you look for wrong, the more wrong you get. So yes, you will see wrong and it will be wrong, but finding it will not fix anything. What will happen is you see wrong with your son, or you see wrong with your wife, or you see wrong with your car, and the more you will look for wrong, the worse it will get. Because you will fix it, fine, granted that, but you never find the actual source of the problem. So the situation will keep on deteriorating. It will look like it's improving, but it will actually keep deteriorate. And you'll see that most situations in your life, even if you try to fix them, over time they deteriorate and deteriorate and deteriorate. And the only time that the situation is fully handled is when you find the source for the problem. And when you look for the source, what you always find that it was created by good intention. All bad things started with good intention. And if you find the good intention, you find the actual source. And so you can change your mind. So you can do something about it. Because if you don't find the source of the problem, what you can only do is patch it up. But if you find the source of the problem, you can handle the problem. For example, let's say that your child have a problem with study, and you go to a doctor or a psychologist, and they give you some pills, and they give you some kind of a patch. The child take the pills, maybe start to study better, or he may become better behaving, but the source of the problem is still there. So when he gets off the pills, he will go back into the actual problem, and the pills will make him worse because it will make him numb and it will make him less aware, and when you are less aware, you are less able, etc. Let's say you have a business and the business don't do well. And instead of finding the source of the problem, you go and bring investors. Now what you have investors, it solved the problem, but the source of the initial problem is still there. It's the owner of the business usually. And so what will happen now, the money will run out, the investors will be upset, the business will not do well because the source of the problem has not been handled. So how do you find a source of the problem? The first thing, there's a whole knowledge about how to spot accurately sources of problems. But the first thing to know is that if you find a source of a problem and the source is not motivated by good intention, you need to know you have the wrong source for the problem. If you find a source for a problem and that source for a problem is not motivated by good intention, you need to know that what you are dealing with is a cover-up. You're not actually handling the source of the problem, you're just covering it up, and so you make it even more difficult to handle. After you took an investors into a company and the company did not find the source of the problem, it is much more difficult to fix the company than before you took the investors. So, you want to handle your life, you need to start to look for good things. Because things you fix by finding what's wrong with them, people you fix by finding what's right with them. And since anything that do not operate like it should, even if it is a thing, has been created by a person's intention, one or more people's intention, since it is a person that creates this, the good and the bad, when you see bad, look for the good intention. You will see that you will find the source of the problem. Meir Ezra, a piece of truth for you.